Coffee here on the Radio Vision Network. I am Mark Cook, and what are we? We are gaming, baby. We are getting ready to see one of the coolest things. I'm so excited because I've got Mike here. Mike is from GameTruck of Cherry Hill. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
So, GameTruck, is it as simple as it sounds? No, it's not. Right? It is, but it's not. Tell me about it.
Yes and no. So, like, it is literally games and a truck. It's a trailer. It's got all the TVs in it. So my trailer has 5 TVs and all the consoles hooked up to them, and a big bench along the one side. And we get players, basically all ages, come in and sit down and get back to playing on the couch with their friends.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing of it, is that, when you have a party, kids get scattered, right? There's all sorts of things going on, and there's lots of different options for parties these days. What GameTruck does is you guys come in and you basically are the party, right?
Yeah.
The truck shows up. It's big. It's beautiful. You can't miss it. It's wrapped up, and we're going to see the truck in a little bit. We set it up so that we can go outside and actually get in the truck and play some games and check it all out. So stick around. You're going to need to see that. But it's a really cool thing because it gets the kids all together, and they're all playing the games together in the truck, and there's lights and music and all sorts of fun stuff going on.
Yeah, we've got all the different games. So we've got things from like Mario Kart and Super Smash Brothers all the way up through like Halo and Call of Duty and Gears of War. So we've got both ends of
You've got the range, yeah.
So whatever you feel like playing, I've even picked up like Dig Dug and Galaga and
Nice.
West Pac-Man and
for the guys my age, right? I get it.
I'm from the 80s. I like 80s games. That's what I do.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm kind of in like this mode right now where I'm trying to recoup all of my games from back then.
Mm-hmm.
So I had all the stuff that I wanted, and then magically, family members make it disappear without your permission. So I'm like an eBay warrior right now trying to recoup all that stuff.
And
so
that stuff's worth basically a college education now if you can find it.
Yeah, well, I'm doing pretty well finding a lot of the stuff that I had, and one of the things that I picked up recently was a Nintendo 64 with GoldenEye.
Oh, a classic.
A classic game, right?
You can make and lose friends with that game.
Well,
great.
what kids don't realize is that back in the 90s, we played GoldenEye like you're playing all of the games now.
Yeah.
We didn't have the capability to go online and do all that stuff. We got 4 people in a room.
And you battled to the death.
That's right. You put the controllers in their hands. There was no headsets. You
couldn't look up or down.
Right.
You could only look this way.
Right.
So if somebody was above you.
Yeah. And the guy that would beat you with slappers only, like
Odd Job, who was this tall, and he would just slap you in the legs and win every time. Oh, God.
It's so fun because for guys like me, I get to watch how the video games have kind of advanced over the years, and just the technology is just so amazing. And you play a Madden football game now, and it looks like you're watching an actual broadcast of a football game.
We've actually had people like walking by. We have the doors open. The people walk by and go, "Oh, who's playing?" Not even like this kid and this kid.
Yeah,
that's who's
Stevie
playing.
is battling Tommy in the Super Bowl, right? Like,
and we've got 5 different Super Bowls going. We actually did a Super Bowl party where they took their TV and put it in their bay window and had speakers so you could watch the actual game, and then across the lawn was us with our windows open. We had 5 TVs with 5 Maddens all playing the same. So every screen had the same game, but it was all coming out differently.
Oh, that's so cool.
I'm not even really into football, but wow, that was a good game. Because you had people like, well, it's 14 to 21 over here and 49 to 0 over here. It was just awesome to watch it.
It's so cool though because you have the capability to do that sort of thing, right? Whereas, that sort of scenario to me was like a dream, right? You'd never be able to do that. You'd never be able to incorporate all this stuff together.
If you could, like when I out of high school, I was working at GameStop, and what we used to do is at the end of the night, we'd close up shop and we would borrow a game from the store and a router and cords, and then everyone would drive home, steal their mom's TV, and come over to my house, and we'd all have 4 19-inch TVs hooked up to Xboxes, and we're playing like 4 screen. Each screen is 4 inches, and
But at that time,
that was
right,
the best
that
you
was
could do.
the best you could do.
Best you could do.
It's so amazing. Now, the truck is really, you get to be a big kid every day, which is so fun. We were talking a little bit off camera about, it's not the worst job in the world, right?
There are worse jobs. I'm not gonna lie, there are worse jobs. It's some of the days are long, but and you just get in there, and most of the time the kids, as soon as they figure out that you know how to play, they're like, oh, I want to take you on in Madden. They'll kill me in Madden. Every time they'll kill me in Madden.
But it's instant respect. It's you play too?
Or what's a lot of fun happening is they'll play Halo, and they'll get, we'll have 12 kids in one game, and one of the kids is just kind of getting beat up on. He's
getting worked.
He's never played it. He's not real good at shooting.
That'd be like
games.
me.
So then I'll be like, hold on one second, let me tag me in. And I'll take his controller, and all of a sudden he is like first place and just whooping on everybody. And I was like, oh my God, who's killing me? Why is this happening? And I'm like, I don't know, but he's really good.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Look at his score. His score is killing you guys.
It's tripled in like 30 seconds. It's amazing.
That's cool.
Get back at the very end. He's like, I win.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's fun to get involved, get to jump in there and help out those kids who may not have the systems at home. Or I have an older brother who's, or sister who's, kind of bringing them into the whole thing. It's good to see all the different ways people play and have fun together.
Well, I think that probably the biggest reward for you is just watching how happy some of these kids are.
Some of them get extremely happy.
Their reactions, the way they smile, and the way they're just, you're bringing such joy. And that's got to be really rewarding.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There are some fantastic kids, and it's great to have those parties where you get to play and have interaction with them. Yeah,
it really is a cool thing. And the one thing I want to make sure that we mentioned right off the bat here is that bringing GameTruck to your party is affordable. It's not. It's very competitive with all of the other party scenarios that you're going to put on for your kids. They're right in line, and the easiest way is probably to go to the website, right? And check out.
Yep, GameTruck.com. Put in your zip code. It'll tell you who's the closest, and you just go from there. You can check out all the packages that are offered, and you submit some information. They'll shoot you back a price, and
well, I'm going to talk to all those people in the Cherry Hill, New Jersey area, because that's where Mike works out of. He's GameTruck of Cherry Hill. So you can go to the website, or you can go to Facebook and search GameTruck of Cherry Hill, and Mike's page will come up, and you could check out all of the pictures and everything that he's done with the truck. It's been so cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll give some people more of the nitty-gritty details and all that stuff.
Sure.
And then we'll go out to the truck and check it out. Does that sound cool?
Awesome.
So we'll take a quick break here on Morning Coffee, but stick through it because we'll be right back here on the Radio Vision Network. Stick around.
Today's show is sponsored by Hargrove Demolition, your demolition experts. Hargrove is a family-owned and operated business right here in the southern New Jersey area, bringing you 45 years of demolition expertise. Hargrove has all your demolition needs, from emergency demolition service to demolition equipment rental. Hargrove is one of the state-approved recycling facilities right here in the southern New Jersey area. No job is too big or too small for Hargrove Demolition. Contact them today at one of their 3 locations.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to give a sub some sizzle, this is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. The way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
If you haven't been to Speed Raceway, what are you waiting for? You want to live fast? You want to make every second count? Then grab the family. Round up the guys. Speed Raceway is 100,000 square feet of excitement, whether you're a kid or a kid at heart. Speed Raceway is the place for endless fun all summer long. Log on to speedraceway.com or just get here now.
When we make Beyond Natural dry dog and cat foods, we start with real meat as the first ingredient. We leave out corn, wheat, and soy. And we own where our dry food is made. 100%. Can other brands say all that? For nutrition you can trust and your pet will enjoy. Does your food go beyond? Learn more at purinabeyond.com.
Extra Innings is the nation's premier indoor baseball and softball training center, featuring indoor batting cages, 7 multi-use tunnels, and training rooms. Extra Innings can provide professional instruction, private and group lessons, and the best year-round clinics. Along with a nationally recognized pro shop that features the latest and widest selection of equipment and apparel, our experienced staff can provide you with the right instruction and help you find the best equipment for your ability and budget. Extra Innings, where the game never ends.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
Sub some sizzle. This is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. The way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Simply Gents, located in Marlton, New Jersey, takes care of all your grooming needs, including haircuts, straight razor shaves, massages, facial, manicures, pedicures, and waxing. To find more information or book an appointment, visit us online at www.simplygents.com. The secret weapon of a well-groomed man, Simply Gents.
If you haven't been to Speed Raceway, what are you waiting for? You want to live fast? You want to make every second count? Then grab the family. Round up the guys. Speed Raceway is 100,000 square feet of excitement, whether you're a kid or a kid at heart. Speed Raceway is the place for endless fun all summer long. Log on to speedraceway.com or just get here now.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to make a really great sub, this is what we do. It's what we've been doing. It's what we've always done. It's what we'll always do. So what are you doing? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Today's show was brought to you by Alicia Kelly of White Horse RV Center in Williamstown, New Jersey. Alicia is your RV expert. Contact Alicia at whitehorserv.com or give her a call at 856-262-1717, extension 203. When you think of RV, think Alicia Kelly.
Today's show has been sponsored by Farmers Insurance in Voorhees, New Jersey. To protect your assets and the people you love, call Mike Skoranek, your local Farmers Insurance agent, at 856-336-2553.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Well, welcome back to Morning Coffee. I am Mark Cook, and this is the Radio Vision Network, but of course you already knew that. And I'm going to attempt your last name now. It's Mike Castrovinci. Is that right?
Vinci, but yeah.
Vinci?
It's so close, it doesn't matter.
Vinci. I went with the C instead of the chi, and that was my mistake. I should have.
But you got, for a first time, you got it really close. Like, I've heard it butchered.
Yeah, well, I can imagine that. Most of us, and I say us with Italian last names, that happens. So I had to change it to Cook.
It's very nice and
succinct, shorten it up. But Mike is from GameTruck at Cherry Hill, and this thing is awesome. And I saw the truck outside, but I didn't want to really delve into it because I want to be surprised and I want my reaction to be honest when I go into it. But man, this thing looks awesome, and it is so cool. And I went and I liked your Facebook page, and I urge everybody out there to search GameTruck Cherry Hill on Facebook. It came right up. I wasn't even finished typing it, and all of the game trucks showed up all over the country. And Cherry Hill, once I hit the sea, was right there. So give them a like, and you can see all of the events that they've done and the pictures that they've done. And one of the posts that they had, which I thought was really funny, was an adult's guide to Minecraft. This Minecraft game is like huge, and these kids are playing it, and they're doing all this stuff, and the adults are like, "What is this?" And you guys actually you're trying to help them out.
Well, it's almost every party that we do, there's a kid who wants to play Minecraft, and we've got it. We've got 5 copies of it, so everyone can play if they want to. A lot of times, what happens is the parents look at it like, "What are you even doing?"
Yeah, what is it?
There's no point to this. What are you even doing? And I try to take them back. I was like, okay, think about it like this: when you were a kid and you played in the sandbox, and your parents looked at you like you were a crazy person,
right?
Because there's nothing there. You're not doing anything.
Right.
It's like a digital sandbox. You can kind of build these things. And my own son, we were getting ready to go on a trip to see my sister get married in France, and we were talking about the Eiffel Tower. He's like, "I'm gonna go build the Eiffel Tower in Minecraft." And I'm like, that is an impressive goal.
Yeah.
So he started, and he had the whole thing mapped out, and he started building it, and he got part of a leg done and realized that it was going to take him months to finish. And he's like, "I won't finish this before we go." I'm like, "You won't finish this even after we get back."
Yeah.
And like, you're in 6th grade, you won't be finished this.
Yeah, maybe your 21st birthday you'll be finished.
You know, like the last brick goes in, he's like, "Yay, I'm done." But like they've done crazy things in Minecraft, and you can. One of the best things I ever heard a father do is he said he gives his children objectives. Like, "I want you to build me our house." So the kids go through and they're like, "I need 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, bathroom,"
right.
You know, and they build it as they see the house.
That has benefit because now you're using your brain and all of that stuff.
Like,
right.
Or he's like, because you can play music in the game, so you could even, like, he said, "I want you to write me a song so that when I pull the lever, the cart goes across the tracks, and as it hits different tracks, it plays different notes." You know, a simple song like Yankee
now
Doodle
we're
or something.
doing education, right? Like, that's cool.
And they actually use the game in a lot of different education ways. So like there's actually, if you take a red sheep and a white sheep and you breed them, you get a pink sheep.
Okay.
So now you've introduced the idea of genetics.
Right, genetics,
in a
but
very,
colors.
Very simple way.
Yeah.
But, you know, and you just keep doing that. So it's like, how do you do these combinations to get this color? And the kids go through and they do it with farming, they do it with genetics, they do it with all kinds of stuff. So
that's really neat.
Yeah, it's when you first look at it, it's inane and it's almost stupid. But when you start looking at it, what it could be, the potential there for what you can use it if you give it a little bit of direction, it's really limitless.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because when I was a kid, like the educational games were like Oregon Trail,
and you always died of dysentery.
Everyone seriously,
died of dysentery.
Everyone died of dysentery every single time.
You killed like 3,000 buffalo.
No matter what you did.
Yeah, everyone, and yeah.
It was a conspiracy. I would sit there in like the computer lab at school, and I'd be playing Oregon Trail, and I'd be like, "All right, we're good, man."
Don't get attached to any of your characters because one of them's going to die of dysentery.
Every day, a different character died of dysentery, and it's amazing how far games have come. And you asked me kind of off camera, like, "Well, do you have a favorite game?" Because there's so many different franchises out there now that people kind of line up with the games that they like, and I'm mad at the new games because they're too hard for me to play.
There is a.
It's intense, man.
Yeah, it can get pretty intense.
Like, I like to pick up my game and be able to play like A and B, and like these kids today, they don't even hold the controller like this. Like, I saw one kid was playing a game, he had it sideways, and he was using like his palm on like the
there's a touchpad on the PS4, and you can on the Wii U. There's you can get very complicated.
Yeah.
And like for Madden, there's like every button does something, and I don't know half of them. But
Yeah.
you know, or there's games where all 4 of the buttons do the same thing.
Right.
Because it's very limited.
Yeah.
The point is not to be complicated. The point is to get through this puzzle. Or like in Portal, it's all a puzzle game. So you have a button to pick up things and a button to jump, a button to crouch, a button to shoot. With your left trigger, you shoot blue ones. With your right trigger, you shoot orange ones. And that's the only tools you get to make it through this maze. And it's a fun game, and it's not very complicated.
Right.
The interface is not complicated. The game is very complicated. It can take a very long time to solve one of these puzzles. But when you get done, you actually feel like you've done something.
You've accomplished something.
Like,
yeah.
This is hard. I got through it. It was awesome.
It's crazy because, like, again, I'm older school, so like I like the older games. I actually recently went and bought a PlayStation 2 and a whole bunch of games because I wanted to play Tony Hawk 3 because that's a game I like. Right? I'm stuck in that mode, but these games today, like I got the new Madden just because I wanted to have a new game, right? To feel like I'm in 2016, and you can't play a season, which I thought was bizarre. I can't play a full season. And I had to go into the controller and change the settings back. It actually was like, controller 1 configuration, controller 2 configuration, Bobo Mark configuration was what I had to set it to because it takes it back to the original settings where A is pass and B right.
They have in all the hockey games, they have it's called skill stick now. So you
Yeah.
use this, but if you go right back into it, you can go and it backs to NHL 94.
Yeah, that's what I need.
It was like X to shoot, A to pass,
Yep.
B to like sprint. I was like, that 3 buttons. That's all we need.
Yeah, that's all we needed, man. Why do we got to make it so complicated? But the best part about it is GameTruck and having your party, your kids' party, or even if you know what would be cool if you did a corporate event with the GameTruck, right? Because everybody likes video games, and when you go to the website, you're going to see there's different levels of packages that you can get pricing for, and it's affordable for everybody. And without further ado, we're going to take a quick break right now, and then we're going to get out there and we're going to see the truck.
Awesome.
I can't wait to see this thing, and maybe I may have to just end the show so that I can play some games. Mike and I are going to just go play some games, and you guys can just go check out GameTruck of Cherry Hill, check their website and their Facebook and all that stuff. But stick around through the break. And when we come back, we're going to be outside in the truck, all right? So don't go away. Be right there. We'll be right back here on Morning Coffee on the Radio Vision Network.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to give a sub some sizzle, this is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. The way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Simply Gents, located in Marlton, New Jersey, takes care of all your grooming needs, including haircuts, straight razor shaves, massages, facial, manicures, pedicures, and waxing. To find more information or book an appointment, visit us online at www.simplygents.com. The secret weapon of a well-groomed man, Simply Gents.
If you haven't been to Speed Raceway, what are you waiting for? You want to live fast? You want to make every second count? Then grab the family. Round up the guys. Speed Raceway is 100,000 square feet of excitement, whether you're a kid or a kid at heart. Speed Raceway is the place for endless fun all summer long. Log on to speedraceway.com or just get here now.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to make a really great sub, this is what we do. It's what we've been doing. It's what we've always done. It's what we'll always do. So what are you doing? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Today's show was brought to you by Alicia Kelly of White Horse RV Center in Williamstown, New Jersey. Alicia is your RV expert. Contact Alicia at alicia@whitehorserv.com or give her a call at 856-262-1717, extension 203. When you think of RV, think Alicia Kelly.
Today's show has been sponsored by Farmers Insurance in Voorhees, New Jersey. To protect your assets and the people you love, call Mike Skoranek, your local Farmers Insurance agent, at 856-336-2553.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Vision Network, and we are outside at the GameTruck. Mike, this thing is awesome. So this is what rolls up at your party with GameTruck.
Yep, we just roll up, park in front of the house or restaurant, wherever you wanted it to be, and we park and get started.
Yeah, this thing is awesome. So why don't you follow me in? We got to go inside and check this thing out here. This is so cool. Oh my gosh. Wow. Can we get up in? Can we get in here and check this out? This is unbelievable.
The generator, but not really. And once the kids get in here, you really can't hear it at all.
Yeah.
It's air conditioned, it's heated. You can fit up to 20 kids in here, but as soon as they get bigger, you fit a few less.
Oh my gosh! You've got like all the systems here, like 3 systems per TV. You got the Xbox Ones. You got the 360s.
We got 5 360s, 5 Wii U's, 2 Xbox Ones, and a PS4.
This is unreal. FIFA 16. This is one of the hottest games out there right now. Kids love this game. It's amazing to me that the soccer franchise is as big as it is. Right?
It's pretty fun, yeah, and it's interesting to see all the kids switch between football or soccer. Or there's all kinds, and actually Rocket League is basically soccer with cars.
Soccer with cars.
So you drive the cars around and you bump into the soccer ball, and everybody is bumping the ball to get it in the other person's goal.
Oh, that's so fun.
It's fun.
So you can play teams with that.
Yep. It's like red versus blue.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's
it's fun.
Really cool. And these are really nice Panasonic flat screen TVs. You didn't skimp on the television setup.
No, we tried to do it all quality wise. So like you could buy cheap TVs and cheap this and cheap that, and eventually it all fall apart. But we decided we were going to try and do something nice that would last, and people would be like, "Oh, this is awesome! I want this for my party."
Yeah, because I mean the thing is that when you go cheap and you buy the cheaper stuff, eventually what you have is a cheap product, right? And what you've done here, I mean, look how sharp this is with the LED lights going around the top. I mean, it's like you're in just this video game haven, right? Like,
yep.
It's so self-contained. It's awesome. You've got the artwork of some of like the Nintendo and the Pokemon obviously is so popular.
We've done some things with Nintendo. They'll every so often we get a wrap from them and we put it on for like Mario Maker. We had a big yellow Mario on the front, and it said Mario Maker. We drove around. People were actually talking about GameTruck with that big yellow truck driving around, or the big green truck, or we had one for Splatoon, which was a big black and blue with paint all over it.
Oh, is that like a paintball game?
Yeah, it's basically for if you want to shoot something but you don't want it to die. So
right.
you shoot
like
paint
that.
at it.
We like that.
You shoot paint at it, and they're squids. They're not even people. So
okay.
And it looks like a super soaker, and you shoot paint, and you just run around, and it's a fun game. It really is.
That is so cool. Now, Don, if you could swing around and look at this wall here, check this out. These are all the games that they have available, right?
That is almost all the games. We have to keep getting these made up for the new games that come out.
Right.
So we don't have
all
of
of them.
Oh, I thought
they were the actual the covers. They're like laminated cards.
So this is like when we do events for parents who like don't want, like the last party we did, they didn't want any shooting games. So this is where all the shooting games would be. So
Okay.
they're all removed. So the kids come in and they pick from what's here, and that's how they pick it all.
I hope that you guys caught that, right? So if a parent out there doesn't want any shooting games at the party, GameTruck will absolutely do that for you.
Yep.
They will create the exact party package that you want with the games that you want. Now, in this case over here, this looks like some of the stuff that you get, some of the swag that comes along.
Yeah,
with your
there
party.
are some things we have for sale, like at each party. Like if you wanted, we have some T-shirts or dog tags, like stuff that little tchotchkes for the event. Usually you pay for it. You get it ahead of time and it shows up in a box well before the party, so you don't have to worry about running around and picking stuff up. But in the event that we got there and the birthday boy was like, I want this, then okay, here we go, and we just
Well, what I think is really cool about it is that Mike handles everything personally. He is the guy.
For the
He's
most
the
part,
owner
yeah.
of GameTruck Cherry Hill. Now, let's just kind of break down this scenario because GameTruck is a franchise all over the country.
Yep.
Mike owns GameTruck of Cherry Hill, which means that he personally oversees every piece of the operation with GameTruck, and that's kind of like what GameTruck's thing is that when you deal with them, you deal with one person, you deal with him and his team to be able to make sure that your party or your event is going to go absolutely perfectly.
Right. I mean, the whole idea is basically to make it as stress-free and enjoyable as possible. So we roll up, the kids come in, and 9 times out of 10, the parents go hang out in the house for 2 hours, and they're like, "Hey, we didn't get the chance to chat for weeks. Let's sit down." And the kids are out here. It's all in here. So even if they're screaming and carrying on, doesn't matter.
Right. And that's what kids do. They scream and carry on, and especially when you
They
put
really
them in
do.
a situation like this. I mean, this is just so fun. These are beautiful leather chairs. They've got the GameTruck logo on them. They're so comfortable. And I can show you how comfortable they are because, look, you've got a buddy on this side, you got a buddy on this side, and we're playing games, we're bonding. It's just such a cool thing. It takes us out of the basement.
Yes.
Right? It takes us out of the house.
It gives you all the things that are fun about being in the basement, playing with your friends, and puts it in play with more friends in a much bigger and kind of nearly outside basement.
A much cooler environment. And, one of the things that I want everybody to know is that the cabin in here is climate controlled, so it's always comfortable no matter what time of year it is. They have all of the safety stuff that they need. They've got their carbon monoxide detectors. They've got all of the things that kind of just go the extra mile to make sure that everything is covered. There's nothing that was left unturned for GameTruck.
Yeah, we don't need to hook up to anything. We don't even need to be at a house. We've done events in national parks where we just drive in because the kid was camping. It was his birthday, so they had us come in. We pulled up right in front of the campsite. Like, we don't need anything. We just need a place.
Yeah.
So we'll show up and
that's important because don't think that you need the power set up for them because you don't.
Nope.
Everything is self-contained here in the truck. Again, and it's affordable. So all you have to do is go to GameTruckParty.com and check out the information there and get in touch with Mike. He'd be happy to hear from you and help you out if you have a party coming up. One of the things that I wanted to mention again was that holiday parties are going to be coming up, right?
Right.
What a cool thing for a corporation or a small business to do something different for their holiday party would be to bring GameTruck out and just do something different. You're going to have... We're trying to have a party. I think we've got some people outside that want to try to come in and play some games. I'm not going to let them yet, but maybe later we will. How cool would that be to have a corporate event, but to have this beautiful truck pull up? Guys my age at your company are going to go crazy.
We've done a couple of events for, like, I think the oldest birthday we did was for a 48-year-old.
Nice.
And he came. It was him and his buddies. They've been playing games almost their entire lives, and they wanted to play. So they came in. They set up a table outside. They had drinks on the table. They came in, fought each other, shot each other, played each other in football, and then had another drink, and then came back in, did it all again. And they had a great time.
That is so fun. So here's what I want you to do, Mike. I want you to look right into the camera, and I want you to give any information that you want to give. website, phone numbers, Facebook pages. Hey, folks, let's listen to Mike give you all the information about GameTruck at Cherry Hill.
All right, so it's GameTruck Cherry Hill, like you said. You can go on our Facebook, which is GameTruck Cherry Hill. The website is GameTruck.com. We do birthday parties, corporate events, education events. Really, anytime that you need anybody entertained, we are that company. We'll come out and help you do whatever we can to make it a great event. We're also doing GameTruck events now, which are more for adults, where we do game nights, and like we've done a couple at Boxcar Brewery in Westchester. And I know they've done some in Atlanta, but they're tournaments and they're game nights, so board games and card games, video game tournaments. So it's everybody can come out to play, have a good time, get a meal, get a drink, or have us come out to your house for a birthday or a restaurant that you like for your birthday.
Oh, good. It is GameTruck. Check it out. It's listen, it's the best alternative that you haven't thought of yet for your party. So make sure you check out GameTruckParty.com. Mike, thank you for spending a few minutes with it. Thanks for bringing in the truck. This is awesome. I really appreciate it.
You'd like to see it.
Yeah, definitely. So that's going to do it for Morning Coffee. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We'll be right back on Morning Coffee tomorrow on the Radio Vision Network. So make sure you're there joining us. So have a great day, everybody. We will see you later on the Radio Vision Network.